darker areas are the portions that have been sold by the three owners. As you mentioned, there were three original investor owners, so Beach Point Capital and Columbia Capital I represent. I think most of you know John Maslowski in the back, who represents Access Spectrum, which essentially has the light blue area and has sold the dark blue. My clients have the light green, the light yellow, and have sold the darker sections. So, at this point, I think we do have significant momentum, and a lot of manufacturers coming on. There's opportunity, but there's still availability. So it's in my opinion, a critical time. And in part, could you actually advance it to the next one as well? So the issue of renewal is significant, right? We're now within about a year and 4 months of the renewal date for these licenses. So First Energy is working through this essentially on their own. They are putting up the sites that they need to meet the rural safe harbor or coverage criteria. There are other factors. The FCC has a more qualitative look, but to be safe, you want to probably at least look at being within those safe harbors, and that's what Beach Point has planned to do. So in the eastern part of the southeast, I guess I would say, or in general the eastern part of the country, we're actually offering this critical infrastructure network extension initiative. We've hired Bill Sorrell, who hopefully most of you met yesterday, to run that project. It's basically that we will, in selected rural counties, there's about 90 of them altogether, we will provide a free link. We'll provide the spectrum, we'll provide the equipment, we'll provide the engineering. We ask that the utility provide tower assets if it has them. And if you have a place where you have a bell system problem like Steve described, some site that you just don't have a budget for, we'll give you the link. We'll let you keep it and operate it until either your company or some other company comes along to buy the spectrum. And we've sold about 30% in the 3 years, so 10% a year we're going to be selling this stuff, maybe faster. It does seem like it's accelerating now. Actually, can I go back one slide here just quickly? I did want to mention, so in the last several months, we have sold, the Puget Sound Energy has bought in Washington State, and in Texas, John has sold to Encore. So you see those areas that were previously light blue and light green have turned into dark color. So we're continuing to move this along. We've got other discussions that are reaching maturity. We expect to have more offers. But the CINEI program is an example. I think we want to say more generally, this is a valuable asset. If it goes back into the FCC, it's not going to be available to this industry or anyone else for a while. And if it comes back in a decade, it would be another auction, which is not an easy thing for this industry to participate in. So it's in our interest to keep the licenses renewed. I think it's in the interest of the utility industry to keep the licenses renewed. And we really want to work with you to figure out the answer. Bill's the guy who can support you on that, and certainly I will as well.